Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's the final of the day, we've got to see the unveiling of the facelifted Lexus IS, so stay tuned for this video. So as some of you may know or may not know if you've been following the Lexus IS, over the past couple of weeks we've been getting teasers of it. I've done a couple of videos on the two teasers that we had over the past couple of weeks. It was meant to be debuting on the 9th of June and now today's the 15th and it's unveiled. If we start off with the front of the car, we can see it's got the new design language for Lexus in comparison to the unfacelifted one where the LED daytime running light was below the main headlight unit. They've moved that up and integrated it in. So that's very much like the current Lexus UX actually. As you can see from the front end as well, the spindle grille has been enlarged, especially considering the last kind of unfacelifted version. I'll put a quick photo up now of the facelifted RC and you can kind of draw your own comparisons of what they've done. You can see they've got big side scoops on the front bumper there. And overall the front end of the car has been much more kind of aerodynamic and modernised. It's a bit more integrated and sharper looking. I actually quite like the look they've done. Being the Lexus IS 350 that they're using in this kind of debut model, there's no blue emblem on the Lexus badge. I won't see any blue hues in this. It's all got the grey touches because it's a petrol model. And from the kind of front three-quarter angle you can see everything's a bit more rounded and not as sharp as the kind of first two facelifts, or the first third gen and the facelifted one that came out in 2017. They've done their best to kind of rework the metalwork and make it more curved. You've got the new wing mirrors that I talked about in the previous video that you can see on last year's RC. Kind of get the black at the top, the silver strip and the body colour below. And this particular one's got the same silver strip around the passenger carriageway as well that you've seen in the previous two free ISs. The model shown in these pictures is an F Sport, so you can see the little F Sport badge on the front fender. We've got large aggressive alloy wheels. If we move around to the side, kind of rear three-quarter angle, we can see that the car has dual exhaust pipes, or twice pipes. And I know this is a kind of petrol only thing, the hybrid ones over here in the UK, that was all kind of blocked off and it was just plastic. So from the C-pillar down to the rear fender, that looks a little bit more curved than it did in the unfacelifted version of the 3IS. Also the main difference you'll know straight away is the rear tail light. They've now connected it up with a bar light. That's an ever going trend. Makes the car a little bit more sharp and modern. I actually quite like the look of that and how taut it does look at the back. And at the rear you can see that they've used the black to kind of bring it up a lot higher than they did in the previous facelift. And that makes it a lot more sleeker looking, just it draws the eye towards the rear and it's quite sharp looking and quite compact. So that's quite interesting to see. But everything else looks kind of carried over. The door handles look very similar. They've got the little area of fin at the top there that looks the same. Side on you can see the kind of swooping bit from the front fender all the way up to the rear door, the kind of haunch and the kind of shadow lines. It's quite a strong character line there, and especially in the silver paint it really pops. And if I focus in on the rear for a second, I quite like the fact that this one's got an integrated boot spoiler. It just makes it a little bit more dynamic looking. And again, as I said, you've got the twice pipes nice and prominent down below, and you've also got the black kind of strip just meeting the bumper just to kind of elevate your eye a little bit higher towards the silver bodywork. Obviously this car is painted silver, but whatever colour you end up with. And we've now got LED tail lights full in the rear, so that's quite nice. So if we have a quick jump into the interior of the facelifted IS, this is where the big changes have happened. The first photo I'll throw up is going to be of a front shot of the cabin, and you can take a quick look yourself, but the main thing I noticed straight away was the fact they've got Apple CarPlay front and centre on the screen, which we've been looking for. Also, if we take a couple inches down, we've got the rectangular air vents that they've done in the RC, so they've moved this around from being an all-around the vent to the second and third slat, so that kind of gives it a more rectangular feel. They've done that in the RC last year, I thought it was a pretty neat thing. But also if you look towards the outer two air vents, you've got circular air vents now, kind of turbine style, a bit more Mercedes Benz or Audi-esque, but that's quite cool as well. So one of the things I can see that Lexus have done to improve user interaction with their digital system is the fact they've got rid of the little mouse pointer thing they had in the previous 2014 model and 2017 when the facelift came out. It's now got the touchpad that you get in the RC and the NX. So that's quite an improvement as well, a bit more user friendly. I can still see you've got touch capacitive buttons for the temperature control. In this particular one it's kind of a gloss black finish to put it in. You'll see the start stop buttons are grey kind of colour, instead of over here in the UK we get the blue one because they're hybrid only. And this car's kind of got that blood red interior that's very vibrant, and again that's just going to be part of the F Sport package. You get a quick shot of the pedals just to show you they're continuing over with the metal gas and brake pedal. In the rear, from the photo I can see, not too much has changed, apart from obviously the colour, but there's nothing really special happening back there. It just looks like red leather seats. Move on to the door panel. Thought that looked quite interesting. I quite like that kind of diamond stitching they've got on the door panel there, something a little bit different. Usually there's quite, it's either going to be plain fabric or plain leather and not too much happen, apart from if you go to the LS you get the quilted bits in the door panel. Here they've got it, and you can see it's quite nice, and it's just kind of embossed diamond stitching. Moving on to the seats, it looks very similar. I would say it does look a little bit different. The central armrest looks like it's designed a little bit different, looks like a bit more pointy towards the kind of touchpad, but that could just be my eyes. But comparing it side by side on the current 2019 model that we have to the 2021 model, you can see that does look a little bit different. But overall the seats look the same. Obviously it's been an S Sport model and we've got the luxury one. The seats are a bit flat in the photo I'm showing you, but the overall seat quality and all that I presume will be high. It looks like we've got a new steering wheel design, more in line with the UX again. It's an S Sport one, nice and chunky. Between the kind of 10 and 2 position you've got the grips, and it looks like perforated leather. Got a whole host of buttons in there that looks like carrying over, like you've got your lane departure warning and your adaptive cruise control, just like the 2019 model. And again, then I'll throw a photo of the interior of the 2019 RC just to give you a side-by-side comparison, because that's almost like a middle ground between the last facelifted IS and the RC, and then it goes to the new IS, because as you can see there's the vents I was talking about on the RC that's now in the IS. And this RC that we got to drive last year was the S Sport Takumi as well, so you can see there's the touchpad, there's the big seats, and you can see how the door panels there, it's kind of like flowing lines of stitched leather instead of this kind of hexagonal diamond kind of quilted look. Also from the interior, it looks like this particular F Sport has got the leather dashboard. You can see that kind of stitched line going across from the air vent right across to the passenger air vent. That looks like suggests it's going to be padded in some way. I know a lot of recent Toyotas and some of the Lexus models have been getting that kind of leatherette looking dashboard, so that just give that of a more upmarket premium feel, maybe getting rid of some of the plastic quality that maybe people have got an issue with in comparison to jumping from like a German car into a Lexus. Also, we were looking at the dashboard design there at the top. It does look pretty much identical to the actual outlay of the current IS or the previous 2017, the 2020 IS. It looks like you're still getting that little shelf kind of design, and you get that raised bit just above it. Everything overall probably says about 80% the same. They've just changed a couple of key user interfaces, and obviously the exterior's changed. I'll throw one last image of the exterior up, but you can see the tail lights, as I mentioned. It's probably the biggest change you're going to notice in the front end's a lot more sharper and sleek. It kind of gives me a bit of a Jaguar XE vibes. If you have a quick look at the front of that, tell me what you think. If you're thinking that's giving you some Jaguar vibes, just how the whole headlight unit looks, been quite small and sleek in comparison to the rest of the car. The first one came out, and then the second 2017 model, they're a very distinct Lexus because nobody was really separating the headlight in that way with the DRLs, but now they've integrated it in the Sharp. This kind of gives me XE, especially from that front 3/4 angle picture. It kind of looks like the new XE that came out, I think, late last year. Some of the PR photos you've seen just looks pretty much like that, but apart from that, everything looks quite good and sharp. Still sad at this point in time, not seeing anything that's going to be coming to the UK. I think it's going to be a petrol only model, and they're all going to be automatics. Instead of over here, usually we get the CVT with the 300h powertrain. Feels like a missed opportunity, but who knows, maybe if we cry out enough that we'll finally get that over here in the UK. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching my video on the Lexus IS. I really hope you enjoyed it and finally got to see what the car was going to look like. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel below if you're a Lexus fan or a Lexus owner enthusiast. This channel is going to be for you guys. Being a Lexus owner myself, I'm going to be posting pictures and videos of my cars as they come up. I'll leave my Instagram below, that's just @carsofglasgow. All the kind of social media links are all below, so just click them if you're interested in any of those bits. The main thing is I'd appreciate it if you subscribe and like this channel. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Ciao.